Welcome to the NOFSRL. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and Merry Christmas to everyone out there watching here on this Christmas Day in 2020. We are here at the Armory Digital Superspeedway for race number 14 in season number 7 of the NOFSRL Turkey Hill Truck Series. This the Intuit Quickbooks 200 from the Armory Digital Superspeedway. 20 laps around this 2.6 mile superspeedway in Seattle, Washington, and the last race of 2020 here on AG Racing here on Napa Fan for this whirlwind, or whatever you want to call it, of a year of 2020. I gotta say, it's been a good year here on this channel, good year in the NOFSRL, and it's only going to be bigger and better next year because, for one, we're adding the guy who's sitting alongside me. He's going to be joining along with the NOFSRL in 2021. Josh Williamson, that called the race with me. And Josh, you know, this is a super speedway, and for the first time ever, we're going to take the restrictor plates out here at Armory Digital, so it's essentially going to be Talladega all over again. And with the championship going to be decided in only 4 races, how critical is it for these guys to stay out of trouble and get up front in this race here tonight?
Well, it's going to be critical to get up to the front by the end, of course. You may not want to be getting up to the front at the start of it. It's worked for some that I've seen to get to the back early on, hang out in the back, and they'll be able to slow down when the big trouble happens. However, you do not want to be in the middle of the pack when the trouble happens, because that is typically where the trouble happens, right in the middle of the pack. So, getting to the front will put you in front of the trouble, but you could get shuffled to the back. Heaven forbid you take the wrong line going off into the turn or on the straightaway, because if you move up to that top side from the bottom side, they will train around you on the inside. Maybe you can get something going on the top on the straightaways. We'll see what happens, but yeah, you said it's going to be like Talladega since we're taking the plates off, and it's going to be unlike anything we've seen before here in the Turkey Hill trucks at Armory Digital. How about we get it started?
Yeah, we're going to see how this all goes down. Of course, we got a long pace lap here, so Landon Smith Jr. is going to start on the pole position. Before we get these guys to roll off, I'll give you guys the point standings. Stacy Stickler still holding on to this championship lead by only now 9 points ahead of Christopher Alphaby. Fisher G has been one of the hottest drivers in the Turkey Hill Truck Series as of late. 8 top 10s on the season, only 20 points behind. Joe Rutkowski still in the mix, 32 points behind. Sebastian Kukulon, 36 points behind. And Colton Yo, 38 points behind. All with opportunities, all with mathematical chances at taking the points lead at the end of the night here on Christmas night, December 25th at the Armory Digital Superspeedway. The past couple of years, this night has been the finale race for the Turkey Hill Truck Series, but we're pushing it into January a little bit this year. Gotta just give you guys something during the off-season of the NOFSRL Cup Series, so there isn't as much of a break in January this year as there has been in past years. Like I mentioned, Landon Smith Jr. starting on the pole position in the number 5. Alongside him, it's Ethan Lewis in the number 53 machine. Both of those drivers kind of midway through in the points, haven't had good seasons, but this is a great equalizer race, a super speedway, and both of those guys, as a matter of fact, this entire field has a good shot at winning this race here today, including our points leader starting in 3rd, Stacy Stickler, to the inside of Andrew Williams in row number 2. Row number 3 sees Silas Orta, and the number 7 of Nicholas Samadio. Got Dan Park to the inside of Fisher G. Fisher G, I believe, finished in the 2nd position at Rockingham on Monday. He is definitely coming on strong here late in the going, looking for a 2nd straight Truck Series championship. You got Sebastian Kukulon alongside Igor Brito in row number 5. The top 10 starting positions right there. Everybody's rolling off. Josh, who do you think is going to go to victory lane here tonight in the Intuit Quickbooks 200? It really could be anybody's race here at Armory Digital.
Well, you just said it. It's going to be anyone. I don't really think you can pick just one driver to get up there and get this done. It's going to be one of those races. You're going to see guys circle around from the front to the, or cycle around, I should say, from the front to the back. Lord forbid, again, they get stuck in the middle, but it's going to be one of those races. You're going to see probably someone from the Great Unknowns. We'll see what happens here. It's going to be it's going to be a crazy one for sure. It's going to be, you're not going to expect to see one certain winner in this race, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're just going to have to find out. It's only 20 laps. It's a relatively short race as well. And if we get a caution, hopefully I have it set correctly, it should only be a 2-lap caution given that it is during the middle of the race. Green flag in the air. Merry Christmas, everybody. The last race of 2020 is underway here on Napa Fan at Armory Digital. Lap number 1, Dan Park in the 66. Looks like he's going to edge out Landon Smith Jr. for that first lap, landing a bonus point towards the championship right there. And as I mentioned, hopefully I do have it set correctly. If a caution comes out in the middle of the race, it'll only be a 2-lap caution. However, if we have 3 laps to go and a caution comes out, that will end the race. No pit stops, no scheduled pit stops in tonight's event, so these guys can make it to the end on fuel, so it's all about getting up front as fast as you can, and Trey Smith to the inside of Dan Park for the race lead here on lap number 2.
Smith with a good run to the inside there. Turkey Hill Series champion most recently, but here comes Eli Bright to the inside. A lot more cycling to the lead than I expected early on, but the runs are massive here with the restrictor plates taken off. Massive draft behind, and Eli Bright's going to take the lead on to lap number 3. Colton Yo in the 83 to the inside, bringing the train with him. The 22 is in that line. Christopher Alphaby, who I believe is up there in the standings with Stacy Stickler and is looking for a good points night here at Armory Digital.
Yeah, if he finishes 9 positions ahead of Stickler, which the way they are currently running right now, he is 9 positions ahead of Stickler, Alphaby would retake that points lead heading in the homestead on New Year's Day. So we're going to have to see what Alphaby can do in this one. Eli Bright up front in the lead 2 laps in a row. Now, traditionally, that outside lane has been a very strong lane through the tri-oval, but now that the restrictor plates are gone, that inside lane seems pretty strong there through the tri-oval, so completely different style of racing than what we have seen here at Armory Digital. You can probably easily tell these guys are going much faster than they ever have here at this racetrack. Logan Williams, Scott Upton in the inside lane. Here comes Braden Perez as well. I think we're going to see a lot of different faces up front here tonight in this Intuit Quickbooks 200.
One of them we're seeing creep up there is the 12 of Elijah Gordon, one at Chicagoland. Now he moves up to the middle lane there and 4 wide, as up front is
Scott Upton there.
Trying to face the field. Thank you. Scott Upton is trying to block 3 lanes all at once. They're 3 wide for second with Stuart Gratton, who is trying to turn an unlucky season around here late, trying to salvage something. And he is going to go to the inside and take the lead away from the 0 Scott Upton, but not for long. Here comes more on the inside.
We got a lot of edginess back in here. That's Trey Bartow, Elijah Gordon, Dan Park, who came close to getting into it there down the backstretch. And up front, we got 3 wide as Barreto moves to the inside of Gratton and Upton. And you mentioned Gratton not having a good run in the season here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series, but as of late, it's been working a lot better for him. Did get a top 10 finish at Rockingham on Monday, so we'll have to see if he can translate that into a better run here tonight at Armory Digital. A quarter of the way through this Intuit Quickbooks 200. Barreto going to take the lead as Alphaby's in the outside wall. He is scraping the outside wall. He's going to lose a lot of momentum right there, and that is going to hurt his chances of taking this points lead. The good thing for him, though, is that Stickler is still way behind him on the racetrack. Stickler nearly at the end of the pack right here, but this is really going to shake things up throughout this entire field. That's going to split the pack up just a little bit. Fisher G is also back in there, so the top 3 drivers in points all deep in the field. I don't see Rakowski in this lead pack either. Neither do I see Colton Neal. So none of the guys who are up there in the points having a good run so far here tonight at Armory Digital. But Trey Bartow won last week at Texas World. He's going to take the lead away in lead lap 6 here at Armory Digital. And here comes Jesse Turner and Keegan Thompson, a couple of guys who have not had good seasons. And for Turner's case, he's never won in the trucks before. This is his 6th season in this series, has never gone to victory lane. A 20-time Napa fan winner and has never won in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. How about that? Maybe tonight we'll change that around. They'll get the last win of 2020. We're just going to have to see. But Thompson leading the field in the 41 single file here on lap 7.
Turner's in the draft there in second. How about Dan Park, who came around and led lap number 1? Here he is on the inside, moving into the 3rd position, trying to get back up there. He has help from the 67 of Dale Lightning on the inside, as well as the 79 of Eric Monaco. They're trying to work that inside train up there, leaving in the middle and the high line out to dry. But now, how about I thought Lightning was going to get to the inside of Park for a second. How about now, as Jesse Turner gets to the inside of Keegan Thompson? Thompson, I believe, had a run-in with 2 laps to go in turn 3 and 4 that allowed Bartow to get up front and lead that Texas World race, coming around to get the caution flag, which ended up ending the race. Thompson's going to hold on to the lead for now, but Turner, he's going to try to rebound and get in the draft and get back up there. But now Eli Bright is going to try to be the spoiler there on the inside. No help. Finally, looks like he's going to get some from Eric Monaco.
Yeah, Monaco there in the 79 looking pretty strong. If you remember the Hers Dash Series, he won 5 races earlier this year in that season, and pretty much every type of racetrack as well. Different story here because the ratings are completely equal for all these guys, and the drivers did not have the opportunity to choose how well they did in certain areas for the Turkey Hill Truck Series like they did in the Hers Dash Series. So unfortunately, Monaco hasn't been benefited from that this season. He's 18th in points there in that 79 machine. How about Keegan Thompson? You mentioned his run-in at Texas World when Stuart Gradden ran into the back of Fisher G and shot up right into him. He had a good run going for him in that race. It would have been his first top 5 of the season if he had finished top 5, but unfortunately he fell back. And Thompson actually comes into this race last in points. And he led a few laps right there. May get the extra bonus point for leading the most laps here tonight, but Monaco going to take it away right here. Colton Young and Joe Rutkowski have found their ways up front. And I mentioned earlier on that those guys were kind of deeper in the field. Well, now a couple guys top 5 in points inside the top 10 here. As next time by already will be halfway through the Intuit Quickbooks 200. Haven't had a wreck quite yet. Then again, in last night's Christmas Eve 500, we didn't get a wreck until lap 20, and that was the only wreck of the race. So we'll have to see. It's a 20-lap race here, so maybe we will go to lap 20 here tonight. Maybe we won't have a wreck at all. Just going to have to find out. But Monaco going to lead at the halfway point here on Christmas night in Armory Digital. And there's our yellow flag. Just as I was mentioning, it landed Smith Jr.'s around into a massive accident there in turn 1. Mason Brown caught up. Stickler, our points leader, with heavy damage. Our last winner, Chase Buck, also caught up. Dale Lightning as well. Silas Orden in a junkyard there with Fitzwater, Isaac Nichols, Ashlyn Boyd, Elijah Gordon, and Igor Barreto. And Scott Upton also got caught up there. They crossed the line before the caution came out, so they're racing back to the line, and Joe Rutkowski gonna take it away here on lap number 11.
Boy, that's going to hurt Stickler in the points, especially with Rutkowski and Yo up there. That's going to be critical for them to close back in on the points lead.
Yeah, especially now that Stickler, I believe, is going to be out of the... Oh, yeah. No doubt about it that she's going to be out of the race there in that number 91 machine. Now, Alpha B, I believe, got out of that one unscathed. Number 22 machine was well ahead of this, I do believe, when this wreck occurred. He might have a bit of damage in that 22. Didn't even see this accident when it initially happened. Not at all sure how this all transpired, but right at the halfway point of this race, calamity in turn 1 here on Christmas night at Armory Digital. And that's going to help out Joe Rutkowski, the number 10 machines. He's going to get a bonus point towards the championship right there for leading a lap. That'll come in handy. Fisher G is still out there. Alfie's still out there. And Colton Yo still out there. Kukulon coming into this race 5th in points to see where he is in the number 98 machine. and I believe he got out of that one unscathed as well. So we'll have to see how that shakes up the points, but more than likely, Stacy Stickler will not be the points leader at the end of the night here at Armory Digital. No pit stops for these guys. Past halfway here in the Intuit Quickbooks 200. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the night here in the 14th race of the season in the Turkey Hill Truck Series, season number 7. Well, it's the classic Armory Digital squeeze right past the start-finish line. I don't know why it's always here at the entrance of Turn 1, but this is the trouble spot. And Scott Upton, Landon Smith Jr., and Dale Lightning nowhere to go. And Upton in the catch fence and upside down. It's a big goose egg for him. Look at Turner there in the 75. Just barely avoid Dale Lightning, who came down on Stickler and Mason Brown. Ashland Boyd in the back got caught up. Alexander Rowe as well. Agar Barreto getting swiped into this, but a lot of guys in an outside lane, namely Grattan, Miles, Park, and Andrew Williams avoided this one. A lot of guys actually avoided this one, and I believe only a couple guys ended up getting major damage. For guys like Elijah Gordon and Zachary Fitzwater, they had to stop and they got stuck on the transition from the banking to the apron. So they weren't actually involved in the accident. But for Gordon's case, he couldn't move anywhere, I don't think, because these guys were stuck ahead of him. And right there, he gets his truck stuck on the transition. But Barreto, or Isaac Nichols there in the 14 caught up, and Stickler with heavy damage in the 91. Not as bad of a wreck as what we saw last night, thankfully, but still, tough break for these guys here, as some, I don't know how, but the Turkey Hill Truck Series logo is kind of stuck in Ashland Boyd's truck there. I don't know how that got, maybe he ran into a sign somewhere. Oh, who knows anymore. Tough break for all those guys involved. Let's go ahead and see what happened in real time here in Armory Digital.
So here we are watching real time. Landon Smith Jr. gets pinched right in the middle between Scott Upton and the 67 of Dale Lightning.
Stuck in the wall.
Way up in the air and gets stuck into the fence there. And as the rest of the chaos unfolds in front, thankfully most everyone gets through. Stuart Grattan looked like he got just a little piece there on the front of that 21, but a little is better than having the nose completely smashed in, and there's the rest of the guys right down there. How amazingly Ashland Boyd was able to get free of the apron there, and Zachary Fitzwater able to, looks like he's going to be able to get by there, and unfortunately Elijah Gordon was stuck on the apron there, but hopefully we'll be able to go on, but sad sights for Stacy Stickler, the points leader.
That's gonna
very bad.
Definitely affect the championship, no doubt about it, but it's gonna close this championship right back in, and we only have 3 races left to go at the end of this race, and Stickler's gonna lose the points lead here more than likely. So heading into Homestead, New Year's night, I think it's gonna be 1 in the morning, which is a dumb time for it. I'll be asleep when it premieres. But we were originally going to do midnight, but the New Year's Day 500, Trey's race goes up at midnight, and we want to allow time for that. So, 1 o'clock in the morning at Homestead Miami Speedway. Why not? Most of y'all will probably be up. I won't, because I got to go to work the next morning. But hey, I'm making those big bucks on New Year's Day. Let's go ahead and do a replay on an onboard camera, then get to the restart here at Armory Digital. On board, the number 21 of Stuart Grattan. See a wild ride from Scott Upton right ahead of him here. Look at that. My goodness. And you see all the chaos ensue behind him right there. He actually did get a piece of Mason Brown, I do believe. But thankfully, he should be able to continue. I don't see any smoke billowing from the 21 machine. So either way, let's go ahead and get to the restart here at Armory Digital. Less than 10 laps to go with Joe Rutkowski leading the field in the Intuit Quickbooks 200. And we are back here at the Armory Digital Superspeedway, and we will restart with 7 laps to go here in the Intuit Quickbooks 200. So we're almost done with this one here at Armory Digital. Hope you and yours are having a great Christmas and a safe Christmas as well. It's been a rough year, no doubt about it, but hopefully you can find some blessings on this holiday season. And 2021 is just a week away. And we're going to ring in 2021 with a couple of races in the NOFSRL. I mentioned Trey's New Year's Eve, or New Year's 500, I should say. That goes up at midnight. And then 1 a.m., the Turkey Hill Truck Series from Homestead, Miami. The good thing, you don't have to be there for the premiere. If you fall asleep, that's fine. It'll being uploaded. It'll be up there. You can watch it anytime. You can watch it 10 years into the future if you want to. That's perfectly A-okay with me. Joe Rutkowski leads the field with Trey Smith, Eric Monaco, Herja Larvin, Alonso, Braden Perez, the top 5. You got Bartow in there. You got Keegan Thompson, Colton Yo, Audra Baranowskis, and Eli Bright. That's the top 10. And out of the race includes Scott Upton, Landon Smith Jr., points leader Stacy Stickler, Igar Barreto, Isaac Nichols, and Elijah Gordon, who got stuck on the apron. Wasn't even involved in the accident. He's going to be out of the race. Such a tough break there for the number 12. But back to racing with 7 to go, with Joe Rutkowski out front at Armory Digital.
Train starting to form on the outside there. The one at Trey Smith, 79 Eric Monaco, and looks like, I think that's the 97 of Braden Perez. Nope, he's going to move to the bottom with the behind the 33 of Herja Larvin Alonso. And one truck looks like coming off the pit road behind, stays out of the way, stays fairly much out of the lead pack there. But here comes Alonso with a big push to the inside from Perez, and Bartow getting up in the mix there with Audra Baranowskis, and I believe that's Fisher G in the 25 as well, reigning champion. The pack starting to form back up as we're coming to 6 laps to go here at Armory Digital.
And Alonso's going to lead that lap. Fisher G looking to prove something here. He has not won in this series since 2017, but he was last year's champion. He wants to win a race and shoot himself up to that points lead with a race victory as well. However, Christopher Alfie's right behind him as well in this inside lane, and he's also looking to take that points lead away. And if he stays in this lead pack, he will keep that points lead and take it away from Stickler heading in the Homestead next week. So no doubt about it that Christopher Alfie is looking strong here tonight to take the points lead, but Fisher G may take it away from him if he wins this race. To the inside for third, Bartow is taking the lead away. Now Baranowskis looking for her second win of the season. At the stripe with 5 to go, it's Trey Bartow at the line. Alfie going 4 wide back in there, and he's got a full head of steam down there. Turner's in this mix, so is Andrew Williams, so is Owen Miles. So many guys who have a lot of experience in this lead pack. I can't begin to tell you who's going to win this race here at Armory Digital. Fisher G to the inside with his teammate Eli Bright right behind him for the race lead.
And one guy I was worried about that was going to fall out of the draft, that 99 of Owen Miles. He's back there on 4th in line on the inside. Got back up in the draft, and looks like the 34 Andrew Williams, who was up in that lead pack just a second ago. I believe he's just fallen back even behind Owen Miles now. It just shows you how quick the cycling can happen as they're 3 wide of the lead. You're right. We can't even begin to tell you who's going to win this race because they're just changing the lead every single lap.
Yeah, yesterday in the Christmas Eve 500, we had a bunch of newcomers in that race battling for the win. This time around, here tonight, these are all the old guys, all the veterans going after it for a race victory. And Alonso leading this field. Next time by, 3 laps to go. Eli Bright right behind him here in the number 8. Alphabet has slowly and methodically worked his way to this race lead. Here comes Owen Miles as well in the 99. How about Alexander Rowe? This is a dark horse. You don't want to leave him out of the picture, and neither do you want to leave Zachary Fitzwater out of the picture. So many solid drivers in this lead pack. They're led by Eli Bray with 3 laps to go here. Fisher G got back to the inside. You know Fisher's going to be going all out for this race victory. He wants a race victory this season, and not only that, he wants the points lead here in the trucks, and he may get it here tonight at Armory Digital.
Owen Miles is going to take a look to the inside there. 3 wide for second. They're tightening up again off of turn number 2. Able to stay straight for now. But Ethan Lewis as well, the 53 there behind Owen Miles. Getting the train going back down low. He's going to go for the lead on Eli Bright. Coming around side by side off of turn number 4. Now Lewis might peek to the inside. Nope, he's going to stay in line behind Owen Miles. 2 laps to go in the Intuit Quickbooks 200.
And Eli Bright looking very strong late in the going right here. I think Alonso hit the outside wall. He's going to jam up Monaco behind him. And that's going to split a few guys off from the lead pack. I don't think anyone behind Alonso is going to have a shot at this race win. It's only 1.5 laps to go, and Owen Miles is taking the lead away. Ethan Lewis, Zachary Fitzwater, Jesse Turner on the inside lane. Lap traffic up ahead. That's Dale Lightning, and that was a big story last night, and it's going to come into play here tonight. Inside lane, going to get the advantage there. Bright's going to fall back, and a few guys going to get held up. Here comes Ethan Lewis. Here comes Jesse Turner in the number 75 to the inside for second. And in the wall, Monica's upside down. Caution's out. Owen Miles wins the race back. And a massive accident through the triangle. Christopher Altheby caught up. He had an opportunity at taking the points lead in this race, and he's going to lose a ton of ground right there. Monaco went flying through the air, and Stuart Grattan caught up as well in the 21. And just like that, the race will end, and Owen Miles going to get his first win of the season for Nathan Stapleton and NS Racing here in the Intuit Quickbooks 200 at Armory Digital. Wow.
Oh, man. Owen Miles, where did you come from?
That was a hard-fought win there. Well, Owen Miles did win a couple times in the Trick Hill Series this year, so it's not his first win of 2020. But he will be the last winner of 2020 on Napa Fan, given that he can make it back to the checkered flag. Ethan Lewis second, right where he started. Not a bad run there for Ethan Lewis. Eli Bright, Jesse Turner, Keegan Thompson. And right there, I think that's going to be your new points leader with Altheby getting caught up in that accident. That number 22 is going to lose a ton of ground. And I don't know what happened back in there, but Monaco went straight into that outside wall. If that was a real-life accident, we'd definitely be concerned. But hey, this is a video game, and we treat it as such when it comes to race injuries. So let's just hope that Eric Monaco didn't slam his head on the desk. Used to make that joke a lot. Don't do it as much anymore. Owen Miles is going to get the race victory on Christmas night. A very Merry Christmas present for NS Racing and Owen Miles. And Miles going to win here at Armory Digital in the last race of 2020 on Napa Fam under the yellow flag. And a wild, wild race at the end of this one here in the Intuit Quickbooks 200. And you see Christopher Altheby has yet to cross the start-finish line. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he will cross the start-finish line here tonight. Such a tough break for Altheby. Had such a great opportunity at taking that points lead. It's going to look like Fisher G, who got another top 10, his 9th top 10 of the season here. That will be at least... See, Colton Yo did not get a top 10 right there. So that is going to be 3 more at least. Yeah, 3 more than anybody else in the field for top 10s in Fisher G this season. And more than likely, he's going to take the points lead heading into Homestead on New Year's Day. But Owen Miles gets the dub. Right at the end there, Eric Monaco, Christopher Altheby, Dale Lightning, Brandon Nelson had a tire go down. And I'm wondering if that may have been where the problem was. You have Isaac Nichols, Elijah Gore, Igor Barreto, and all those guys behind them. Louis St. Kayla, don't remember seeing him get involved in anything. Last night's winner in the Christmas Eve 500, that luck did not transpire into tonight's race for him. Then you see Stacy Stickler finishing dead last here tonight. The points leader finishing last in this one. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out that second and final caution, which gave Owen Miles the race victory 1 lap early here at Armory Digital. Well, you're going to see it right here. Dale Lightning up ahead. Remember, the leaders had gotten around Dale Lightning pretty easily, but this second group here did not. We had all these guys held up from him. Monaco was trying to avoid. Altheby was trying to go to the outside, and I think Lightning might have cut down into Monaco, and the rest is history right there. Hard into the outside wall through the tri-oval. Both Monaco and Altheby going upside down, and then Grattan getting a windshield full of Christopher Altheby in that one. And Grattan was technically involved in both accidents here tonight. He's going to get involved in that one right there. Monaco, Altheby, and Grattan, the only 3 technically involved in this accident, but it was a massive accident in terms of how spectacular it was. And that is going to knock Altheby from the points lead. He was going to take it away. If he finished inside the top 15, he was going to take it away. Not going to be the case. It's going to be Fisher G now who's going to take that points lead away from Stacy Stickler. Of course, the points leader, Stickler, coming into this race, finishing last here tonight. Altheby finishing very deep in the field after that accident on lap 19, ending the race 1 lap early here at Armory Digital.
So watch one more time going through the tri-oval. There's Monaco and Lightning getting hooked together there. Alpha B just nowhere to go and nowhere to go as well for Stuart Grattan, and they all slide on the inside. Alpha B down in the grass. His hopes of taking the points lead just gone away. And Stuart Grattan, who just looked like he was getting ready to turn his season's worth of bad luck around with a top 10 in the last race, it's not going to happen tonight, unfortunately. And Eric Monaco, an innocent bystander, just trying to get... Well, they're all three innocent bystanders, but he's just kind of one that was right there when it all set off, unfortunately. And what a ride he took. Thankfully, they were all able to drive off, but that was all going on behind this man right here, Owen Miles, who last time I commentated with you, he almost won that Chicagoland race over Elijah Gordon, and we got a little redemption here tonight, I think.
He definitely did. Owen Miles gets it done in the last race of the season, and my goodness, what a way to cap off 2020 with NOFSRL racing on Napa Fan. I didn't think we would get that spectacular one. And I would say here, I was looking at Turner at the end of this race. I think if there was one more lap, I think Jesse Turner would have won. You know, how better way for him to get his first Turkey Truck Series win, get his 21st career Napa Fan win if he were to get it on Christmas night, the last race of 2020. But Eric Monaco, Dale Lightning, and all those other guys in the back had other plans, and Owen Miles just happened to be the guy up front when all that happened. That was a very convenient yellow for Miles, who's going to get the race victory here at Armory Digital. Take a look at the results one more time. And that does it for 2020 with Napa Fan Racing. It doesn't do it for the Turkey Truck Series. Of course, like I said, next week, New Year's Day at 1 a.m. Eastern Time. I know it sounds crazy. We're going to Miami for the... something 200. I don't know what the sponsor of that's going to be yet. Then it's Vegas the week after that, and then Homestead again for the finale. And we're definitely looking forward to seeing how the last three races of the season play out. And then we jump into NOFSRL Cup Series action, Turkey Hill National Series action for 2021. And let me tell you, I'm looking forward to all that. It's going to be a great 2021 for the NOFSRL, even greater than 2020. And 2020 was a good year for us, but we got a lot more better things to look forward to, including all of Josh's series, Cabela's Cup Series, CarQuest Indy Racing League. What else do you got? Scotts Graham National Series. Do you have another one that I'm forgetting here?
No, that's it. You got
all right, I got all three of them. Check out Josh's channel. I'm probably too stupid to remember to link his channel in the description. But Trinity Racing Network, right?
Trinity River Network.
Trinity River Network. I'm sorry. He changed it a while ago. Trinity River Network. Go ahead and subscribe to Josh. Get him rolling for 2021 as we welcome him to the NOFSRL here for next year. And we close out 2020 with Owen Miles at Victory Lane and Armory Digital. We'll still have a couple videos go up this year. Of course, the top 25 closest finishes of the year are going to be going up on New Year's Eve, given that I have enough time to edit that because I'm very busy at work. Everyone's got to see those outdoor light displays. It's all outdoor down here in Pennsylvania, but we're still open. I'm still working on the choo-choos as well. Been a busy past couple of months with all that going on. It'll calm down for me in January, leading into the Cup Series. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless all you. I mean, it's been a year, no doubt about it. But you guys helped me get through it, and you know, you guys made it seem like it wasn't a bad year. I'm not even joking, and it was such a blessing having all you guys in my life this year, and I hope to continue having all you guys in my life for many years to come. Absolutely love doing these silly little offline races for you guys, and I'm sure Owen Miles is pretty happy about his win here tonight, so I'm pretty sure he's glad I'm doing them. Huge thanks to Josh for calling the race with me. Like I said, go ahead and check him now. Huge thanks to everyone in the NOFSRL for all they did this year, including our former fearless leader, Marty. Miss you, man. Hope you're doing well, and hope you're all doing well here on this Christmas night. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. On behalf of Josh Williamson, we will see you in 2021 here on AG Racing. I've been Napa Fan. Congratulations to Owen Miles. Here are the points for the Turkey Truck Series after 14 races, and I will see you guys later.